Yo, what's up? IG Live, IG Live, IG Live. Waiting for my girl Ashe to come on. Because we finna talk. I'm mad, y'all. I'm really agitated right now. But we are getting ready to do a speaks video and talk about these people. Are you here, sister? I think you're here. Boom. Chat live with Ashley. Ashley's coming on, guys. We're getting ready to do a Menendez Army Speaks live. What up, though? What up, though, D-Lo? We on here talking about these Menendez brothers because, you know, I'm annoyed with how they doing things with these brothers. Except, okay, go live with it. Ashley, where are you, Ash? I'm waiting for you to come on. You know how this stuff gets doing technical difficulties and carrying on. You keep saying go live, 0 requests. This thing irritating. So I just resent you. I don't know why I seen you weren't able to join. They do this every time. This is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. All right, I just added you again. Here we go. Hi.
Hey! All right, there I am.
But they got you on there, but you're sad.
Can you see
You're
me?
sad, but yeah, T, you turn your camera around.
Me.
Now you're upside down.
Sorry, guys. We're still working on this. Hold on.
Yes, we are. We're going to get it together.
Look at it. All right. Hang on. There I am.
You're there, but you're just in a hangman
Am I
position.
still upside down? Sorry, guys. I swear we're trying. There we go. Okay.
Child. Okay. Now, you know I got to start my rant. For y'all that don't know, this is Ash. She's the host of and the creator of the group.
Hi, guys.
Eric and Lyle Menendez Army on Facebook. Okay. And we just doing impromptu live right now based on the case. For those who don't know, you want to talk about it, Ashley, and kind of update the case about the case?
Well,
what we're getting ready to talk about?
Okay. Well, right now we are really frustrated with the new DA because he's doing some things that we don't really approve of, and we just want to tell you what we're thinking. So here we go.
Yes. I just do not like the Skeletor. Y'all got to forgive me. I don't have a filter, and I'm saying my stuff tonight. I don't like that Skeletor, Night of the Living Dead, stretched lip, Pinocchio nose, airplane wing, Jay Leno chin. I don't like that. Right. What I don't understand is why the hell does Kitty's brother, ain't that man like 99 years old?
I think he's like 94 or something. It's like, plus he's not had anything to do with either Eric or Lyle for like what, 30 plus years? And why does he get an opinion?
He was never even a part of their lives.
Right. Why does he get an opinion?
His own son, talking about Kitty's brother, his own son talked about him on one of their interviews and said he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about because he wasn't even there.
When you say his son, you're talking about Alan, right? Cousin Alan?
Yes. The one who lived with them.
Right, yes. The one who talked about Kitty's rages and all of that. Okay, I get you now.
Yeah. I'm so, the thing that burns me up, the reason why I'm so annoyed at this point, because at this point, they're bullying them. These people are being political bullies.
They are, you're right.
They better tread lightly, and that's all I'm going to say. Because one thing about it, when you start trying to go against what the divine has put in divine order, you just don't know what type of energy the tree you're barking up. They're getting ready to sabotage themselves, doing what they're doing. Why the hell are they pushing back dates? Removing people from the DA. What the hell is that all about?
I know. And I just heard that they pushed the habeas deadline to the day of the resentencing hearing. I'm like, what the hell is that about? What is going on with this game here?
The fact that, well, how do you say this damn DA man's name? Because I don't even really.
I think it's Hawkman, but I could be wrong on that.
Okay, because I was calling him something.
Yeah, well, we've been calling him a lot of things here recently. But
okay. I feel like it was a whole. He sat back. He act like he got all of this studying and research to go do about the case. But you took the time out to waste time and energy going to talk to Kitty's brother, who was never a part of it. That was a whole waste of time and energy.
Exactly. And he's the one person who doesn't want them released, which is crazy because that's a biased as crap move right there. Because why would you talk to the one person that doesn't want them released? And why does he even get an opinion anyway?
Thank you.
Like,
this is why it's just because this is how you know they're on some bullshit. I got to say my spit. They on some bullshit. It is what it is. At this point, they are being bullies. Some boys, and it's hurtful to see it because those boys they were born to bullies. They've been bullied all their lives. You've been raped by your father. You've been neglected by your mother. Then you've even been sexually, assaulted even by your mother.
Yeah.
Verbally assaulted by both parents. You done went through all of this abuse only to have to, you know what I'm saying, figure out a way to get their way of trauma responding was to do what they did. Nobody is saying they were right for what they did. But come on, man. You born into a life to where you just been getting pushed and shoved all your damn life. And not even they're 50 in their 50s right now. And these people coming back from 35 years ago still trying to keep these dang on me and put in prison. I'm so annoyed with it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, I understand because I'm frustrated too. I don't know why he thinks he has all this power because Gascon already put it in motion. And thank goodness for Gascon for doing that because if it were Hawkman's decision, they would not be getting this chance.
Exactly. But this is how you know this is just some old egotistic, arrogant narcissism on their part. Because why the hell these people coming back from the living dead from 35 y'all ain't got nothing else better to do. Like, God, go take some Geritol. Go do something with yourself. Go to physical therapy. Go do something. Go walk your damn dog.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
I think it's worth pointing out, since we mentioned Milton, I think it's worth pointing out that him and Brian were the only ones that fought over the Menendez estate at the time because Kitty outlived Jose by like a minute or two, right? So if anybody's motivated by money, it was Kitty's freaking brothers, okay? Like,
I don't even know. I smell liquor all on his breath. He had to be a damn drunk back then. I guarantee you, if you ask somebody in that family, he was a drunk. Why are you talking, sir? You are, girl. Don't get me started with these people.
I know. It's funny because he doesn't even know them. He didn't know them then, and he doesn't know who they are now. And we don't either, but we know more than he does, you know? So I'm very frustrated that they continue to get bullied and continue to get pushed around. They just need the second chance, and Hawkman doesn't have to give it to them. It's not his game anymore. I wish he would just sit down.
Man, and shut the entire I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to be good with my tongue, but my tongue right now wants to go in every direction except right.
Like, exactly.
I wish he's got that Hawkman. He's nothing. He's nothing but a puppet. He's a Muppet baby.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And I feel like he's full of bad energy, and I think he's pushing against the universe and trying to get them that is trying to keep them in prison, and nobody's going to be able to keep him there. If
No,
Jessica agrees, nobody's going to be able to keep him there. And I have a really good feeling that Jessica's going to be,
I like
you know
just
what?
Jesse.
Yeah.
I like his energy. He just got a light. It's something lighthearted about him that I really do like. I feel he's very compassionate or whatever. And it really is ultimately his decision. So I
Right.
wish this R2D2 looking DA sent his little girl.
I mean, don't you have something better to do than walk around and be a bully to them when they're already used to having bullies in their lives? Like, can we just not, please?
I am so sick of this Gumby looking damn man. He only been on the damn thing for 2 to 3 weeks. And he is just, all he doing is irritating people. And it's like he wants to get up under the skin of the people so that people can say, oh, well, now the brother's fate is uncertain. To who? The only thing that's uncertain is this big bang that's going to end up coming towards these people on this DA team if they keep on messing around with this. And I feel like this. Now, for those who don't know, I am a medium. I don't care if people don't believe it. Some people know what it is. Some people don't. I was born like this, and I ain't got to explain myself to nobody. But I have to be careful what I watch on TV and the energy around me, because I absorb energy like a sponge.
Yeah.
And I watched that Monsters segment like 3 times, and that third time, it was like I was unconsciously summoning Kitty and Jose to myself, because I started smelling cigarette smoke one day.
What was that like?
This stuff could be so annoying, because for me, in my experiences, you can't turn it on and turn it off. I've heard people say they can. I don't have that privilege. So they have names for all of this stuff. When you smell, you taste, you see, and all of that type of stuff. And they're all called clairs. I have all of them. I think I got clairs that they don't even have a name for yet. I don't know what to call it, but I'm sitting there, I'm watching, and I'm starting to smell cigarette smoke. And then next thing you know, I felt this block next to me. And I look, and I'm like, I know y'all ain't in my house.
Well,
I'm like, I know y'all ain't in my house. And I'm like,
scary.
I'm not afraid of it. I used to be scared of it when I was young, because I didn't know what it was. And because I grew up Christian, yes, and I grew up Christian, and in my household, that kind of stuff was called demonic. So I grew up thinking that these were demons that used to come to me and all of this type of stuff.
Right.
But I'm like, can y'all get the hell out of my house? But I'm going to tell you, what I did get out of that energy is that Kitty was very remorseful from what I was picking up from her, but Jose was not.
Well,
okay?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, especially when what we know about how Jose was described, and I'm glad to see that maybe Kitty got some clarity for
She's
once.
ready to move on to whatever her next phase is supposed to be. You see what I'm saying?
Yes. Definitely.
What happened here is you can see the generational curses very clear from both sides of the family. It's a generational curse on both of them. But sometimes generational curses cannot be lifted until the last people carrying it goes to the other side. In this case, what they did was they killed the generational curse, but the energy was never removed from the brothers. So now they're still dealing with the aftermath of the generational curse, because Jose do not want his own. He's still in the same energy, whereas Kitty, from what I was experiencing, is ready to move on. She's ready to have a complete transition and move on, whereas Jose is still stuck in his stubborn imperiousness and don't want to, he's the energy behind fighting against them becoming free. Kitty knows that she can't go and move on to her next phase until she free her sons. This is what I got from that, okay? So I clearly see things from a different eye, from a different perspective, from a whole nother plateau than most people, because I have these spiritual and paranormal experiences all the time. So while everybody is just like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen, I'm not in that space. I'm looking at this and I see clearly the energy that's surrounding it, the energy that's behind it. And that's why I'm getting mad, because they're bullying these boys. They're doing it on purpose. And it's just like these people from the past are trying to involve themselves and put stick their nose and have a say so and dictate what's happening right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And what's happening is these boys have a whole nother journey to go on. Their journey does not end behind bars. And these people, because Jose's energy is still being invoked in this, he's trying to keep them there. He's behind this evil stuff. Whereas Kitty is like, listen, I want my sons out of this. I know I was wrong. I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to disconnect from this. And it's just time. Everybody is really, their patience is wearing thin with this whole case.
Okay,
I mean,
so
35 years. Come on, man.
Right.
Honestly.
So let me ask you this then. If it's Jose's energy that's keeping him down, why is it Kitty's brother that's in the middle of this? Like, is he in cahoots with Jose then? Like, what's going on there?
He's in cahoots with the energy. That anything that negative energy is surrounding is totally, see, the thing people don't understand about those who transition, your consciousness and your energy does not die.
Right.
Only your physical body no longer has life in it, which means this is all the stuff that we physically see. It's like the house becomes empty.
Mm-hmm.
You move out of this. This is a house. You move out of it.
Right.
So the house is now abandoned. This is the only thing that dies, is this and this and this and this. But you and your complete totality of your complete zenith does not die. Energy cannot be destroyed or created. It is only transferred.
Yes.
Which means that before you entered into this physical body, this house, you pre-exist and you post-exist. Religion has taken us away from that understanding. So most people would look at me like I'm crazy as hell if I say somebody that's on the other side has communicated with me. But I've been this way my whole entire life. I do it for a living now. And ain't nobody that damn good to where you're going to have hundreds of clients and all of your clients you're going to give 100% of accurate information to, that you don't know these people, never seen these people, but you know who their mother, their grandparents, their ancestors are. You know what went on in their life. You can give them specific. Ain't nobody that, I don't give myself that much credit. Nobody is that much of a good liar and a good bullshitter to where they can do that. You see what I'm saying?
I understand you completely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
definitely all the negativity, Jose's influence is over that. Yeah.
So is Kitty still with him then, or is she moved away from Jose?
She cannot disconnect from him until her sons are free. She's working for them. She's working for them to get them free.
Wow.
Yes. She's ready to go and she's ready to put this to rest and disconnect from it. Now, when they were coming to me, I was irritated because I didn't want that. I stopped watching it. I didn't want to watch it no more. I got out of all the groups that I was in and I shut down. I said, I can't watch this stuff, because when you're sensitive to energy, you have to be careful what you allow your energy to absorb, because you don't know, you can unknowingly summon things to you without even knowing it.
Right. Absolutely.
You know?
And that's hard. I mean, I'm a little bit of an empath myself, and that can be a little hard sometimes.
Yes.
I mean, you probably sensed that when we met, that I have a little bit of a gift.
Yeah.
In some way. I don't really know how to do anything with it, but you know, I've got a little bit of a gift. Well, I would say
you're using it because you created a group that is showing how compassionate you are and empathetic you are to people who suffer. That's what empaths are. They have the ability to feel what other people are going through, whether they've been through that same thing or not. So you're using your gift. That's why I wanted to be, an assistant to that. What you're doing, and I know you're genuine, very much so genuine, and this is why what you're doing is working. Is tell the people what the name of your group is so they can come on Facebook and join too.
It's Lyle and Eric Menendez's Army on Facebook, and we would love to have you join us. We're growing by the day, and it's kind of an amazing thing to watch. So come and be part of it. We'd love to have you with us.
Yes, and Ashley, she created this group all on her own. She did come to me and was like, hey, can you join me? And without no question, I joined her. She's a lovely person. It's my girl over there, my baby right there. I love genuine people. And part of being an empath is exercising your gift to help and join in the healing of people, and you are doing that. So you are using your gift, girl. You using it.
I've always
You
thought it
using
was so strange because I've never been through anything like that, but I just had a feeling when I first saw them talking, I was like, they're telling the truth. I can just feel it.
Yeah,
And
I think that it's a travesty that people have to go through this. It's almost like when both of those boys are very gifted within themselves.
they are. Yeah.
And people that hasn't had that opportunity to really connect with them don't really get to see that side of them, because all we know is how they were treated as young boys, how they were treated as children, how they responded, and now they're doing all this time in prison. And we know by them telling their own story that they deserve another opportunity. And I'm gonna tell you something. People always call Eric the weak one, and I've never seen him as the weak one. Eric is a spiritually gifted person. I feel like they both are, but Eric is the empath. Eric is the empath.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I think that's probably why Jose was able to abuse him in the way that he did. He was able to break him farther than he was able to break Lyle because he was more sensitive to
Yes.
that.
Come
And,
on.
it just felt, Eric felt things way deeper than Lyle. And I think that's what Jose used to get to him.
Yep. Yes.
And they both felt it, but for Eric, it was more of a visceral experience.
Yes. Yes. That is hurtful, because when you're able to like see into people's memory, it's almost like you can see what they went through at that moment. You can see it, you can feel it. It's almost like they take you back there.
Wait,
You leave.
have you
Yeah,
been with them in those moments? Have
I
you?
have. That's why I
Wow.
feel the way that I do. And it's having an open portal to see into other people's memory is not a cakewalk, because you're gonna see things that it's like, I do not want to know this. I don't want to see that. I don't. You're gonna hear voices. You just it's not always what
I
people think
imagine that wouldn't
it
be
is. Yeah.
easy. Imagine that's not easy to deal with.
Oh, it's not, because you're not gonna live a normal life. Like, people think that it's all fun and games because they see that, to them, they see that it's a powerful thing. But when you're born like that,
Mhm.
and you don't know what it is as a child, and then you grow up like that, and you know that you're different from the people around you, and you get people making fun of you and calling you crazy and calling you names, and teasing you and things of that nature. And there's nothing fun about this. Was not looked at as a gift when I was growing up. It was looked at as mental illness.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not even the kind of person that tells many people because I don't want them to think I'm crazy. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Well, see, now, since 2020, I've been more prone to come out with it, because I started to understand it differently when I got away from my religion. And a lot of people, they say, well, it's not religion. It's definitely religion. Because if you're born a certain type of way and you're practicing something that goes against the nature of who you are, that is going to cause inner conflict to a person, mental conflict to a person, emotional. Your whole life is going to be conflicted, because you're being taught something that's going against the grain of who you are naturally. And that's what religion did to me, being somebody that was born connected to other realms and having that ability. You're telling me that these are demons that now you got me thinking my ancestors are demons.
Right.
Now you got me thinking that if I dream something before it happened or I see something before it happened, that's the Satan giving me the information, that type of foolishness.
Right.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm out of that. I'm so happy I'm out of that.
Like spirituality and religion are two different things.
Very
You can
much.
be spiritual but not be religious. Organized religion being used as weapons against people has always really bothered me. You know,
Yeah,
why should it ever be used as an excuse to hurt people? You know what I
right,
mean?
right. Well, these spiritual communities are really not much different from a lot of the religious organizations. I don't get involved in any of it. I stay to myself. I stay away from anything organized. I don't want to be a part of it.
I
I
get
don't
you,
even want
yeah.
to be. I have to. Yeah, I stay to myself and do my own thing, and I stick to my own calling, my own purpose. And you know, when their parents started coming to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying not to get emotional, but when their parents started coming to me, it motivated me to write them. It motivated me to write them because I had a message for them, you know. So I did that. And the thing is now, the bottom line is their time for what they've done is over. Those boys, if they were poor and the same thing happened, they more than likely would not even be in this
Right.
situation or predicament.
Yeah. Because I think everybody just ran with the rich kid narrative, and
Thank you.
you know that's something that, and they're still running with that today, which is annoying to me because it's like there's so much more to this story than that, and people don't care to see that.
That just lets you know how evil
Mhm.
the world really is.
Oh, it can be absolutely.
Yeah.
And I definitely think that Hawkman is a great example of that. I feel like I don't think he's on their team whatsoever. And he's just mad because he can't make this decision. And that's why he's talking all this junk about how he's going to make this decision and he's going to do this. Well, it's not your game anymore. It's not even your ball anymore. Put it down and just do your dang job.
I'm so sick of him, boy. Oh my goodness. If I said what I wanted to say, they would probably block the whole video.
Well, it's
I
kind
am
of,
so sick
yeah.
of this stretch face man, okay, looking like the Scream mask. That's what his face looked like. You know how the Scream mask look with his face?
Yes, yeah.
That's his face. I'm so sick of him looking like somebody just took two hot irons and smashed his whole face together. I'm sick of that number 2 pencil looking damn man.
Definitely. I mean, at the end of the day, though, do you think Judge Jessic's going to agree to the resentencing?
I feel like Judge Jessic is definitely going. I don't feel like he's going to play their game at all. I've had a good feeling about him from the beginning. And I feel like this Hawkman dude is really just straddling the fence. I feel like he's playing games because I feel like he has a conscience. But, you know, he can't display that in front of the people because then he's going to piss off the people who put him in this position in the first place. So he don't want to piss off his clique, you know. Unlike Gascon was like, well, they're going to get rid of me anyway. So, you know what? The hell with it. Yeah, I think the boys should be free, you know. So he didn't really give a damn. He knew this was coming. And I feel like this was the reason why he pushed for them like he did, because it wouldn't have even been if you really look at from the time that movie came out, the documentary, from the time it was time to vote, that was only it wasn't even enough time to run a campaign.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it wouldn't even make sense. If he was doing that for political gain, he could have started that push, you know. It's other movies out about them.
Yeah.
It's always been the people really never stopped talking about the brothers.
No.
And the only difference between the Menendez brothers and all the other people that this man have freed is that this is a high profile case that's in front of the public. And people tried to use that what his DA tried to say, oh, there he's only doing it for this. Shut your ass up.
But you're the one doing it because you're doing interviews when we only saw Gaston that one time at the press conference. You're the one doing that. You're the attention seeker. What is wrong with you?
I feel like he's doing all of that to please the non-Menendez supporting crew. And that's really what it boils down to. At this point, I don't like none of the damn, what's that damn, what's that movie with those kids, the gang? What's that movie with them kids, the little rat? I don't like none of the Little Rascals gang. Because they all got little pitchforks hanging. I don't like none of them. It's just evil.
Yeah, totally.
And then you got this Pamela Bolsnick chick.
We should definitely talk about Pam in depth another day. But yeah, I get what you mean. Because
she needs to be in a mental institution. She needs to be.
Oh yeah, totally. Because here's the thing that gets me about Pam is 1 minute she can say they did the world a favor, and the next minute she's saying, "Oh, that whole defense was fabricated." Excuse me.
That lady has a mental problem. But then you look at her and the rest of her clique coming back from 35 years ago, like the Return of the Living Dead, just so that they could try and influence those boys to stay, those men to stay in prison.
Right.
I think people should leave them alone, quit bullying them, kicking and shoving and pushing them around. They better tread lightly, and I hope one of them people from the DA, I wish I had an email I could send out a video to, because they better tread lightly. Because let me tell you something, the ancestors is involved in what's going on with these young men. The divine is involved, and if they keep on playing, they're gonna get a ass whooping they ain't gonna be able to get out of if they don't stop playing around with these boys at this point in time. These young these men, these brothers, leave them alone.
So what do you think about the habeas? Is he going to accept it, or is he gonna completely reject the plan?
I don't feel like this judge is going to reject anything concerning these brothers. I feel like this judge wants to do whatever he sees is going to be best for them. They've done the rehabilitation. They've done that. I don't know nobody. If these boys were psychopaths, and I can't say this enough, if they were psychopaths like everybody want them to be, if they were cold-blooded killers like everybody want them to be, most people in their position who know or has this mindset that we're never going to get out of prison, we're going to spend the rest of our lives here, they're not going up in there trying to be rehabilitative to the jail community. These men went in there as boys. They grew as men. They've started they've started multiple programs to help other people, other cellmates rehabilitate.
Right.
Now, how the hell you gonna look at that based off of one bad mistake those boys made as abused young children? No, every 5 years we have a growth spurt mentally. Every 5 years we have so you talking about from 18 and 22 all the way to 50 in their 50s. They've had multiple growth spurts and they've grown from that place.
They have.
So there's no way, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm not the same person I was at 18 and 21, and they're not either. Like, there's no way that they could be the same people.
And they're not. I don't feel like they were who they were when they did what they did.
No,
but you're not gonna tell me that you got this grown, and Jose was a big man. You got this 6 foot something man molesting boys, sticking his Johnson in his own boys, breaking them out, breaking them.
And speaking of that, by the way, we were talking about Pam earlier, and the fact that she said that boys couldn't be hurt in that way, and she said that out loud to the open court. I was like, how in the hell do you get away with that? Like,
she said, how do you say that and nobody says objection?
No, exactly. And I don't know if that's because they weren't allowed to object. It was closing argument. I don't know, but how did she get away with that?
And she still saying it. What's killing me, she's still saying they made it up. They're lying. Ma'am, you need a doctor, a psycho, you
A
need a
psychotherapist.
psychiatric
Yeah.
pill. But you know what got me? Oh, I can't stop saying it. Nobody says that Roy from Menudo is lying.
Exactly.
Nobody.
I mean, I've seen people say, well, why didn't he come out before? Which that gets me too, because the boy was like 13. I
Yes.
mean, how can you go around victim blaming Roy for that? Like, come on.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that is, the victim blaming. The bottom line is he's talking about it now, and it wasn't just Jose that did that to him. He talked about both crimes that both of those men did to him.
He did,
But
yeah.
the bottom line is nobody can say that these boys are still lying, that these
No.
men are still lying. And I'm just at this point, I'm irritated with the bullying.
Yeah.
I'm irritated
Same
with the
here.
bullying. I'm
Same
sick
here.
of it.
Yeah. And I want them to be able to leave this behind and have their life outside of prison, because I think they deserve that. They deserve that
Yeah.
chance.
And
And
they're gonna get it. They're gonna get their chance.
I feel that when I heard the way the cousin described the judge, I was like, they're coming home. You know, that
I
was
like that, Jessica.
my moment where I
And
was like,
what's
sorry, go ahead.
weird is I don't even really feel like this Hawkman dude is completely against the brothers. I feel like he's really putting on a poker face for his clique, for his posse, for his political posse.
That makes a lot of sense, because
Yes,
he wants to keep his voters, his constituents happy.
come on. There
Um,
you go. I'm just mad at him because of the information he put out here. Sir, would you just shut your ass up?
and
Just quit
you're
saying
done.
stuff. He's frustrating the public. Everybody is all over the place. I just want him to quit doing interviews.
Yeah, no,
Stop. Just shut your ass up, Hawkman, because everybody is tired of your Batman looking.
exactly, exactly, right.
I'm sick of this helter skelter looking. I'm sick of it. Just shut your butt. Just shut up. Quit doing interviews.
Mm-hmm.
Get to the damn bottom up. Get to the point. Hell.
So,
But anyway, yes, yes, yes.
but at the end of the day, I still feel like they're coming home, and it's not gonna have anything to do with Hawkman.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
frustrated I'm just frustrated that he still wants to play this game,
Well,
and
let,
it's
let him play it. Let him play it, baby, because sometimes we have to be careful about how we move
Mhm.
because you can go, even for the people who are still believers and they read the Bible, even the Bible tells you never be overly righteous or never be overly wicked.
Yeah,
You understand what I'm saying? And what they're doing is overly wicked
yeah,
because
definitely.
it's overly wicked. That's just why I'm gonna leave it there. It's overly wicked.
Mhm.
And this, the bottom line is they better tread lightly. I'm gonna leave that there,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna lay this to rest. So I'm glad I was able to come here with you. We was able to chop it up. I was able to get it on off my chest, cause yeah, the ancestors is around those brothers, and they don't know who those brothers are connected to. So they better go ahead and quit playing.
Right.
And, let it be what it is, because it's gonna get ugly if
Mhm.
they say it never rains in Southern California, but it's gonna freeze over hell if they don't stop playing with these brothers, with these young men. Leave them
Mhm.
alone.
Yeah,
Damn.
they don't. Yeah, they don't need anything else pushing on them. They've been pushed on their entire lives, and they just don't. They don't deserve any more junk coming down on them.
Yes. Yes. So, all right, Ash. I enjoyed
Yeah.
tonight's live, girl. Yes, I
Yes.
did. So,
Come and join, and we'll continue to build our army. And
yes,
come and join
ma'am.
us on Facebook. And we'd love to have you.
Yes, y'all. So come join, because I'm gonna tell you, they got an army, but they also have warriors. And the bottom line is, this win we're fighting for is for the brothers, but it's also for other victims that have suffered abuse, that have suffered, sexual abuse, physical abuse, mental,
Mm-hmm.
whatever kind of abuse it was. We're also fighting and advocating for y'all as well. So
Absolutely,
come join
because
us.
they Eric and Lyle represent all abuse victims as well. So we're
Especially the men that were molested as young boys.
for
We're
sure.
advocating for y'all as well.
Mhm.
Let's go.
Yep.
Yes. All right. Well,
So
till the next time we do a live, baby, I will see you in the place to be.
we'll see y'all next time.
All right, y'all.
Come and join us in the
Okay.
Army.
Yes,
Bye,
ma'am. Join us,
guys.
y'all. Peace.